Hello, Dr. Sheila here. In today's session, what we're going to do is talk about relaxed breathing. You know, we're out here in this beautiful setting of the forest. I'm really lucky, this is my brother's property, and I can come out here and just listen to the wind in the trees. It's just magnificent, and the birds, and certainly the bullfrogs that are out there. And the thing is, you need to find a place where you're really comfortable, a place where you're relaxed, a place where you get your energy. I like to feel my energy coming from some of the trees and the ground, but it's also a place that's quiet, away from the hustle and bustle, away from all the noise. And sometimes we just need to be away from the noise. So today when we talk about relaxed breathing, what we're really going to talk about is a way in which we can use this technique, not just when we're out in nature or even sitting by our favorite water treatment or whatever it is, even in our house. We can also use it at work because it's very simple. It's all about breathing. And we take that for granted. But when we're stressed, the first thing we do is stop breathing. So today we're going to talk about relaxed breathing and the way in which we can actually focus on our breathing and pay attention to our breathing. When we think about our breathing, sometimes when we're really stressed, it's very difficult for us to take a deep breath. So it's important for us to actually ease our way into this relaxed breathing. And one of the ways that we can do that is perhaps by focusing on the out breath as opposed to the in breath. Because when we take an in breath and we're really stressed, it's really hard. It's like small breaths. And what we really want to do is breathing in a relaxed, focused way. And when we do that, it is about slowly taking breath in and then slowly letting the breath out. There's several techniques for doing this. In some cases, we ask people just to breathe in through their nose and out through their mouth. In other cases, we say to people, breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. In other cases, we say breathe in through your mouth and out through your mouth. It doesn't matter. It's all about getting the relaxed breathing and the pattern so that you can actually slow and calm yourself into this. 2 tips. The first is, if you start to get dizzy, you're breathing too quickly. The second is, if you start to feel in any way that your breath is constricted, slow down, breathe normally. It's all about focusing on the breath that you're taking in. One way you can do that is by putting your hand on your chest and putting your other hand on your abdomen, because then you're actually seeing what happens when you take the breath in and when you take the breath out. So if you breathe according to a count, and generally I like to use the count of 4, you can actually take the breath in a way that is pretty monitored and pretty measured. So I'll show you how to do this first, and then you can try it as well. So now it's your turn, and I'll count out to 4. Don't panic if you can't make it to 4. That's okay. Do what you can do. The idea is that you move up to a count of 4. So, are you ready? Here we go. Breathing in through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. And out through your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Here's the interesting thing. You'll start to notice that your shoulders will start to drop. And you know what? Your shoulders aren't supposed to be attached to your earlobes anyway. So this is a great way for you to see if you're actually starting to relax. Let's do it again. And this time we'll breathe in through our nose and out through our nose. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. And you can hear that the birds just love this too. Part of this is now, as you start to breathe, your awareness increases. So if you're actually out in a place that's in nature or a place that's very calming for you, you'll start to hear sounds that you didn't hear before. You'll actually start to hear things that before you didn't hear. For our last segment, we're going to actually try our breathing in through our mouth and out through our mouth. I must tell you though, the picture in front of me just turned into this magnificent shade of green from the sun coming through the trees. You know, even the awareness of those kinds of things. Listening to the birds, I can hear the blue jays going crazy out there. You know, all those kinds of things happen when you actually slow your breathing down and you become more aware. So now let's try our practice, breathing in through our mouth and out through our mouth. And I'll count out for you. And let's begin. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and slowly out, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wonderful. How do you feel? I'm feeling more relaxed. I'm hoping you are too. Here's the interesting thing about this practice. You can actually just go through one segment and you'll calm down. What I really would like you to do though is to practice this over a period of about 5 minutes. You don't have to do it for a long period of time. If you actually focus yourself, you will find that you're able to do this very quickly. And by the way, no one in the office will hear you. You know, I remember my mom telling me when I was a kid, you know, count to 10. Well, this is about counting to 4 and realizing you're breathing. So let's get into our practice session. We're going to go for 5 minutes. And what I really like to do is have you concentrate on your breathing. I will count out for the first couple times, then I'll let you go. And then I'll come back near the end. And we can collect ourselves. You ready? Here we go. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. And out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'll let you listen to some of the sounds here in the forest while you're breathing in and out. And in and out. Focus on your breathing. Pay attention to your breath. And again, in to the count of 4. And out. And don't be afraid to actually hear the breath going out and coming in. As you take a deep breath, and remember your breaths are going to get deeper as you do this, let your lungs expand. And then let them contract. By now, you should be feeling much more relaxed. The interesting thing about this is that I'm out here in the woods today, but you can actually be sitting at your desk doing this. And by the way, realize that if you start yawning, it just means you're relaxed. And sometimes that's your body telling you, you need to breathe more. Remember that the oxygen we take in and the carbon dioxide we give out is very important. The oxygen coming in nourishes our whole body, and the carbon dioxide going out is really important for everything around us. I encourage you to keep practicing your relaxed breathing. And until next time, this is Dr. Sheila in a gorgeous, gorgeous haven of woods. Bye-bye.